Hey guys, it's Piper. I turned MELaNie MartinEZ into a character in an idol anime and it feels so wrong. Oh god, what have I done? Look at those googly eyes. Don't worry, I don't keep the mouth like that. I make it a little more normal looking at the end. I just couldn't take it. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about something that kind of makes me snicker because some people are so desperate to bring MELaNie down. Oh my god. Okay, and that thing is that MELaNie MartinEZ sexualizes babies. This was largely popularized by Onion Boy, the most credible YouTuber there is, who does not sexually harass minors, did not date and marry a 17-year-old, and did not fabricate evidence of Shane Dawson being a pedophile just because he was salty that Shane snubbed him or something like that. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. It is analysis time. I'm not going to analyze the whole album or all of the music videos and stuff like that because that would just take forever. So I'm just gonna do enough to prove my point that baby symbolism is not equal to pedophilia. It just sounds so stupid whenever I say it. I just do not see where people are coming from. Okay. I know this is a Training Wheels art video, but the key is in the song Crybaby. It not only gives the album its name, but it opens it and is the most important song on the album. It sets the tone, and it is anything but babyish. You may think, Piper, you idiot, baby is in the name, but actually nobody ever calls a baby a crybaby. It's always something you call someone who's older to mock them for being upset. That's the whole point in the word. The implication is that they're too old to cry and that they're acting like a baby. Crybaby is a song about her feelings being mocked and invalidated. Women tend to be undervalued, and their emotions are often misrepresented as complex, mysterious, and overdramatic. This song also introduces the main character in a story who is called Crybaby throughout the entire story, but since the lyrics of the song are in both second and first person, it's clear MELaNie is empathizing with the titular character. She's put a lot of herself in Crybaby. The key lyric is, "And I have the same faucet in my eyes, so your tears are mine." And then she goes from saying, "They call you crybaby, crybaby, but you don't fucking care," to saying, "They call me crybaby, crybaby, and I don't fucking care." And those lyrics are not exactly right, but you get the point. Writers often vent themselves through all their characters. I should know. I do it all the time. Similarly, the second song, Dollhouse, is a song about Crybaby's dysfunctional family, but it's also a double entendre for how we view celebrities as having these picture-perfect lives when in reality behind the scenes a lot of them have a really crappy life or a really dramatic one, or they're really depressed or something, or they're Lindsay Lohan and you just can't figure them out. MELaNie also plays the role of Crybaby in all of her music videos. The story may be the story of a girl named Crybaby, but it's clear that MELaNie sees herself in this character even though the events of their lives do not match up. The key point in all of this is that Crybaby isn't a story about a baby. It's a 13-song in the original album, coming-of-age story about growing up in a world where a woman who dares to have feelings is treated like a baby. At the end, she says she doesn't care if they call her Crybaby. She'll cry anyway because she wants to and they can't stop her. If you listen really closely, a lot of her lyrics are actually really assertive. Like, here's just a couple of examples. I say, "Fuck your degree, alphabet boy. Pacify her, she's getting on my nerves. I'm frosting, I don't need a man to make my life sweet." Or actually, that was in a bonus thing, but whatever. You get it. Most music videos are sexy romps that have nothing to do with the lyrics of the song. Crybaby music videos break this convention by telling a story, and the order that they're in on the album is the order the story is told in. MELaNie conceives and directs her own videos, and she has a really keen eye for detail too. This is all very meticulous. For example, in the music video for Tag, you can see her throwing away the decorations from Pity Party. MELaNie's videos do include a lot of baby themes and symbolism, and this is because her videos are metaphorical. and so are the song lyrics. These videos need to include the baby symbolism mentioned in the songs in order for it to work. Let's look at the music video for the 11th song on the album, Pacify Her. This one is toward the end of Crybaby's journey. I specifically chose Pacify Her because it has the most sexual music video, although it's still very subdued. And if I don't have time to hit every song, I may as well go for Goliath. Not that anyone ever actually points out any specifics when they accuse her of fetishizing babies. It's almost like there's no merit to it at all. Pacify Her is a song about longing for a man that isn't yours. It's a common experience among women and the plot of countless songs, books, and movies throughout history. You'll notice throughout the video, MELaNie is trapped in a playpen with nothing to do but play with toys for toddlers, and she is clearly bored out of her mind. 25 seconds in, the door opens and 2 more characters come to join her in the hell pit. She's forced to watch the boy she likes, actor Lucas Mogerly, play patty cake with another girl, who is also played by MELaNie MartinEZ. It's an interesting creative decision for her to play both roles, and since she is so meticulous, it couldn't have been just a coincidence. By playing both roles, MELaNie is metaphorically putting herself on both sides of the story. Depending on how you look at it, either MELaNie can be the antagonist, and both are extremely frustrated. The narrating MELaNie snaps off the dolls' heads, and at one point her own head, in rage as she repeatedly tries and fails to sabotage the second MELaNie's attempts to play patty cake with her boyfriend by distracting them. Patty cake here is likely a metaphor for their relationship being repetitive and tiring, coming from someone who has played a clapping game. In the end, the second MELaNie manages to finally win the attention of her boyfriend by unbuttoning her dress. The camera is focused on her back and does not show any skin, but the second MELaNie undressing, despite what the camera is physically focusing on, is not in the center. Slightly unfocused in the background, but smack in the center of the frame, you can see Blue Boy eagerly watching her, wowed by the tatas. The 2 characters leave, presumably to have sex. The baby gate is now open, but the first MELaNie does not leave. Instead, she sulks. Learned helplessness, maybe. Look that up if you're a psychology freak like me. Throughout the video, you also see clips of the narrating MELaNie dancing in her most revealing outfit throughout all the videos. High-waisted bottoms paired with a bralette that says sour on it. In the original Etsy listing for the rather conservative vintage lingerie set, you can see that it also says sweet and do not touch, but these words are always obscured or barely visible because of her hair, the camera angle, unfocusing, and distance. Hiding them was probably intentional. The words off limits on the pants are also hidden by MELaNie wearing the pants backwards. Yeah, she's wearing the pants backwards. I bet the tag was chafing the hell out of her. Just saying. So the only word that matters is sour. She's in an empty room, separate from the second MELaNie and Blue Boy. This is important because she is doing a seductive dance, but not in front of Blue Boy, and therefore not for his benefit. In the context of the video, since she's trapped, this is most likely not something she's actually doing, but what's going on in her mind. That dance is a display of her sexual urges that polite young women are forced to repress, unlike polite young men. Sweet women don't dance like that. Sour women do. As you can surely see, this music video would not be the same without the metaphors. 2 girls fighting over a boy is often seen as childish. You can see this in the way both MELaNies behave while they are fighting. The first uses telekinetic powers to throw toys at the second and plug her mouth with a pacifier, while the second makes pissy faces and swats at her. Even the situation is immature, since the second MELaNie comes to the playpen just to flaunt her man in the other's face. Blue Boy, on the other hand, is sitting there bored until the titties come out. Between that and the lyrics, it's implied that the only reason he's dating her is not because he loves her, but because he wants to smash. In other words, men only care about sex and women are childish. Pacify Her isn't about some weird binky fetish, in case the pun didn't make that clear enough. Pacifiers are used as a metaphor for silencing women. The word pacify means to calm down, but ultimately pacifiers, they're used to shut babies up because they are annoying. And before you just say I'm mean, a baby's cry was legit evolved to be annoying, so you would take care of them. When MELaNie pacifies her, she is plugging up her mouth because her whining is getting on her nerves. The lyrics plainly state that. I mean, MELaNie could have been an edgelord and used a muzzle, but that would be kind of bondagey, really, and I mean, it wouldn't fit the invalidation narrative nearly as well. And since MELaNie is playing both roles, it suggests women are tearing themselves down by treating each other like crybabies. And that ends my analysis of Pacify Her. And now I am out of breath and need water. And now for my final point, the most blunt point of all. If you still think MELaNie is a pervert, then you are the pervert. Yes, you. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a pervert, but seeing sexuality in something innocent is absolutely the most perverted thing on earth. Sure, it's conventional for music videos to be sexy, but MELaNie is dressed modestly in all of them almost all the time, the one exception being in the aforementioned Pacify Her video. And guess what? That dance sequence was cropped at her hips, and she didn't do anything overtly risque. I didn't even know it was lingerie until I looked it up. I thought it was like a pantsuit. This is MELaNie's decision. A label probably would have played off some weird baby kink because sex sells. It's been proven time and again throughout history. You make something sexy, people will buy it. But MELaNie did not give in to that. She directs and conceives her own music videos, does wardrobe, and edits her own videos. The only horny song on the album is a bonus song called Gingerbread Man, and the parallel is a fucking winter seasonal cookie that she talks about breaking apart and eating. And the lyrics clearly states that she wants a man who never calls her baby. It may not be on the original album, but it really drives the point home that Crybaby is not a baby. She's just treated like one. P.S. When I eat anthropomorphic cookies, I always start with the head. It's better to put him out of his misery, you know. Anyway, please rate, subscribe, and have a great day. See ya!